Okay. So we're just going to wait for Cole to get back. And we will be going. Looking good on Twitch. And looking good on YouTube. Like I said, it'll be just a couple minutes. In the meantime, if you happen to tune in and there are any audio issues, don't be afraid to say so in the chat. I am doing my best to keep an eye on it. This is a relatively new thing that me and my brother are doing. Hey, speaking of which, there he is. So, this is going to be a new tradition for us. It's going to be Music Monday, where we will pick apart either an artist, such as today, or an aspect of music. Today, we're going to be working on a favorite of mine and something I introduced Cole to not that long ago. Amigo the Devil. So, would you consider yourself a fan of Amigo now?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I actually caught myself, uh, well, found myself, with a particular song that I hope you've got queued up tonight, stuck in my head. Like I was at work, it just kept running through the whole chorus of it. I'm like, damn it, you.
So, I've got the screen share for the Wikipedia page because that's the best spot to do any kind of research. Um, Depending on what song it is, we will be able to cue it up.
Okay.
Like I said, I have this Pandora pulled up as well. So, Danny Kiranos, which I will just refer to him as Amigo, born June 26th of 1987. So
Oh
he's
shit, he's the same as me.
you've got what, a couple of months on him?
Three.
Almost exactly, actually. Your birthday's what, the 27th?
Nope, a little bit later.
Just
It's the 29th.
29th. So for the camera, I'm number two. He's number one of like nine. I barely know my own birthday.
The only reason I know mine is because I had six before anybody else was there. Well,
Fair.
five.
But growing up, I didn't have a name. I had a number. It was two.
You had a name. It was usually a portmanteau of you and the next one.
Yeah. Or hey you.
Well, okay, fine.
um. But
Sometimes
Amigo,
mine until she got the right one.
yeah, she did that too. Usually we knew when we were fucking up, so we responded to "Hey you." So Amigo was born in Miami, Florida. Um, he started traveling around the country around 17. Went to California, gonna make his name in Hollywood. Ended up joining the Los Angeles Film School to make horror films, which, if you listen to his music, makes sense. Ended up going to culinary school, working in the brewing industry, and at some point started playing music and going by his stage name, Amigo the Devil. And at the end of 2019, the mayor of Austin, Texas, decided to name November 16th as Amigo the Devil Day in the city. I've never had a day named after me. Shit, I don't even get my own birthday. It's Pearl Harbor Day.
Oh, yeah, that it is.
You know what Mom used to do to me every year? She'd wake me up for school, even if I usually wake up on my own, and decides to go, "Good morning, Drake. Happy Pearl Harbor Day." And people wonder where I get my sarcasm from. It's genetic. So, pop this over real quick. And do that. And that. So, we'll go ahead and start off with one of the songs. This is the one that I already did show Cole. And it's probably the one he's talking about.
It is the one I'm talking about.
Kind of funny how that happens. And this is a great video.
Yeah, I think all of his Alive, Alone in a Cave videos are, that was a great idea, actually.
It really was.
And it definitely fits his vibe.
And he's not the first one I've seen do this. There's another one, Sean James did something very similar. And the band Kaleo did a performance inside of a volcano, which cannot be good for instruments. We'll go ahead and get the song going.
I think we all know how this is going to go. I'm going to mess this up. Well, maybe not. It wasn't quite night down at the gaming hall. Doubled up on cocaine and Adderall. The room full of smoke in the air so still that I choked when I raised up both of my hands to yell bingo. I was looking around trying to track down who the biggest threat would be. Seeing the fear in everybody's eyes, and apparently it was me. I guess I know why. I've been coming here cleaning house for the past few weeks. I was B-I-N-G-I-N-G-B-I-N-G-O. From the second I walked in, I planned my attack. 3 packets in hand, I sat at my usual table and back. He might have been calling the numbers, but I was calling the shots. After 4 in a row, I jumped up and yelled, "Someone should call the cops!" I'm killing it. Everyone's sitting around like a people garden. Tension builds as the wrap-up nears the end. This dabber is a weapon, sending everyone to bingo heaven. Held back by the numbers I don't have. Then the room got quiet. Everyone's breath was still. And it gave us the feeling in our chest, that tightness, that only losing everything will. And the game begins now. Wednesday night, we're gonna play bingo.
Always with the ads. Alright. We'll come back to that one. That one is a favorite of mine. So. Yeah, Amigo Playing in the Cave is definitely a good one.
I love how alone in a cave, and he still is just cracking himself up with all the puns and wordplay and jokes in that song. Someone should call the cops. I'm killing it.
I love that
He
line.
just walks away from the microphone to start laughing at his own, like.
I really do
even
love
though-
that line. That line cracks me up. And that is one that at some point I will have the opportunity to use.
But yeah, no, that's a fantastic example of wordplay, of his playing it in 6 is an interesting choice there because it helps build tension. Right, if it just the way he's doing it, that arpeggiated right, to build the same sort of tension in 4, you'd have to stretch it out across measures and do it more with your chord progression, but arpeggiating it the way he does here, it's just instantly in that same, just the juxtaposition between the tension that he's building and the jokes that he's cracking.
Yeah.
It's
Just a little side tangent. Anyone who's actually paying attention to my camera, yes, I'm drinking out of a skull. Because I'm a badass like that. I prefer to drink my green tea out of a skull. So he basically has his own genre, which he calls murder folk, which is, I mean, rather apt. He does a lot of songs about serial killers. And not so much in that one, but he has, and me and Cole have talked about this before, that 1,000 yard stare, which he wasn't doing as much in that one. In this one, he does, though. And like I said, this is a personal favorite of mine. I'll just go ahead and play it.
Jumping off 14th Avenue tonight. Spill all my regrets in the highway light. They might call me a coward, and they might call it a sin, but I'll never have to hear those words again. I took pills the doctors gave me for my brain. It's a chemical imbalance from what they know, but I never felt much different or the same. With the way I feel, I wouldn't even know. So I said goodbye to both my mom and room, and I walked towards all the things I'll never do. I almost called my friends to see what all of them would say, but they never really answered anyway. Maybe someone else can use my eyes or heart. I thought about taking pills to buy them time, but I couldn't take the chance that I'd survive with a new regret in the hospital light. I had 1,000 different answers when the problem's what I need. In a city laying ruins with the carpenter asleep, and the architect was digging through the ash to find the plans they'll never need. So dear family, don't cry. I took years to find a meaningful and painless way to die, so I'll be fine. Sincerely, Caroline.
Yeah, that one's got a little bit of a darkness to it.
Well, there's a good bit of his music that has a bit of a darkness to it.
Not like that one, though.
Not like that. You have a point.
That one is just the, because it's basically just a suicide note. And it is certainly a way to bring the mood down. That is one of the songs that I've played busking, and it's always at the end of the night, especially if I'm doing a short night, or at the end of a set where I'm getting ready to take a relatively long break. And I have had people who have come up to me afterwards just about in tears to tell me how beautiful that song was. Which I wish I could take credit for it, because I know I don't play it nearly as well as he does.
It's where you direct whoever it is to Amigo the Devil and be like, trust me, he does it way better than I do.
And I usually do. With any song that I play while busking. No, listen to the original. I'm playing the simplified, trying to make $1 on the street version.
I need $1. $1 is what I need.
That'd be another one for us to kind of dig into. Listen to some more of his music. Because if it's all as catchy as that one, or even if most of it is, then that would be a good hour of entertainment for us.
Yep, that one should go on the list.
I need to set up a new list. Actually, no, I don't. It's right here. It's hiding underneath my keyboard. Kokeshi is on there. And My Brightest Diamond is on there.
I was hoping so.
I have a playlist for at work because they fucked up and gave me a speaker. And Something of an End is on that playlist. I have had people ask me who that is. So, even while I'm slinging chicken, I'm trying to get the word out about some of these artists. So, if I'm not mistaken, in this video, he tells the story on this song. And it's a little amusing.
Trust me, I'm not jealous, I'm just hoping that he really messes up. I'm not so much afraid of letting go as much as scared of giving up. And all the distance that we've spent apart will never have to mean a thing. Every mile I traveled was to find the perfect stone that fits your ring. 'Cause I hope your husband dies. I hope your husband dies. Living in the moment's hard when everything I want is in the past. Now you're with this asshole, you expect me to believe it's gonna last. But when I had you near me, I just couldn't think of anything to say. Now that I'm alone, I've got perfect things to tell you every day. 'Cause I hope your husband dies. I hope your husband dies. So trust me, I'm not jealous, I'm just hoping that he really fucks things up. I'm not so much ashamed of being alone, just kinda feel I've had enough. But time and time again, time reminds me you'll never be my own. Never have a house to decorate, a place that we can call our home. So I hope your husband dies. I hope your husband dies. Oh, I hope your husband dies. I hope your husband dies.
No, they're not going to do it. How sad. So, the basic gist from another video that I watched, and I can't remember which one, is he knew this girl, had a thing for her. She went and got married. He wrote that song. Ended up actually getting to know the guy. Came to kind of like him a little bit. Realized he wasn't really a bad guy. And he went and died. Kind of fucked up, but still.
Life isn't fair, but that's
tragic and a little bit amusing. But that's how unfair life really is. So, our next two videos are covers. And one of the two I didn't realize was a cover. They're both done with him at a campfire, which I think is especially for doing covers, I think is actually just a genius way of doing it. He also does something that I really enjoy with this one.
Right now he's probably dancing with a bleach blonde tramp, and she's probably getting frisky. Right now he's probably buying her a fruity little drink, she can't shoot whiskey. Right now he's probably up behind her with a pool stick showing her how to shoot a combo. He don't know that I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive, carved my name into his leather seat. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, slashed a hole in all four tires. Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats. Right now, she's probably up singing some white trash version of Shania karaoke. Right now, she's probably saying, I'm drunk, and he's thinking, I'm gonna get lucky. Right now, he's probably dabbing on $3 worth of that bathroom polo. And he don't know that I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive, carved my name into his leather seat. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, smashed a hole in all four tires. Maybe next time he'll think before he. Or maybe next time he'll think before he cheats. I might have saved a little trouble for the next girl, the next time that he cheats. Oh, you know it won't be on me, 'cause I dug my key into the side of his pretty little souped up four-wheel drive, carved my name into his leather seat. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, slashed a hole in all four tires. Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats.
So, but there's actually a couple of things that he does with that one that I really enjoy. For one, he took it and made it significantly slower.
Right.
Two, he doesn't necessarily sing it as much as speaks it for the most part.
Yeah, which definitely adds a bit of a different vibe.
Which there's actually a few songs that I do that too as well. I've been doing it like that since before I started listening to Amigo. Because some you can, it's not quite speaking, but it's not necessarily singing. It's kind of in between.
Right.
And the other thing, which he does it in this one too, in the next one, he puts just that little bit of rasp onto it. That little bit of aggression, which I enjoy that as well. Not quite a growl, but not far off from it either.
No, he completely applied his style, and it's new life in a song that I've heard thousands of times probably.
Wasn't she on? Wasn't she one of the people who won American Idol?
Yes.
Okay. Granted, that was when I was a kid, so that song is
Yeah,
probably
I think
every
that came
bit of
out.
about 20 years ago.
Probably a little further than that. It came out when I was in high school. I mean,
32 now, 20 years
graduated 20
ago.
years ago. So,
20 years or so. I'm not going to look it up because, to be honest, that song doesn't usually interest me enough for me to look it up. No, this is one of the ones my ex-wife loved to sing. So this next one I didn't realize was a cover until I looked up the video for it, and I was actually trying to find the chords, but I wanted to look up the video. That way I could get a way to listen to it repeatedly without always being on Pandora, because that different versions of the same song, they'll sing it in different ways, and I can kind of take it and kind of tells me what I can do with it. So I didn't realize this one was a cover at first. It wasn't until watching the video that I saw it was a cover, so I looked up the original lyrics. I still need to print them out so I can work on it.
Sometimes I don't know where this dirty road is taking me. Sometimes I can't even see the reason why. I guess I'll keep on gambling, lots of booze and lots of rambling. Easier than waiting around to die. One time, friends, I had a mom, I even had a pa. He beat her with a belt once 'cause she cried. She told him to take care of me and headed down to Tennessee. Easier than waiting around to die. I came of age and met a girl in a Tuscaloosa bar. She cleaned me out and hit it on the slide. I tried to kill the pain. I bought some wine, I hopped a train. Seemed easier than waiting around to die. I had a friend who said he knew where some easy money was. We robbed a man and brother did we fly. His posse caught up with me and drugged me back to Muskogee. Now it's 2 long years just waiting around. 2 long years just waiting around. 2 long years just waiting around. 2 long years waiting around to die. Now I'm out of prison, I got me a friend at last. He don't drink or cheat or steal or lie. His name is Codeine, and he's the nicest thing I've seen. Together we're gonna wait around. Together we're gonna wait around and die.
That's another one that I actually really enjoy by him.
I'm curious to hear the original now.
I can actually do that. Wrong window. That works. Always an ad.
Sometimes I don't know where this dirty road is taking me. Sometimes I don't even know the reason why. But I guess I keep a gambling, lots of booze and lots of rambling. Well, it's easier than just a waiting around to die.
I can definitely see where this was probably an influence of his.
Yeah.
Well, he beat her with a belt once 'cause she cried. She told him to take care of me, headed down to Tennessee. Well, it's easier than just waiting around to die. I came of age and I found a girl in a Tuscaloosa bar. Oh, she cleaned me out and hit it on the sly. Well, I tried to kill the pain. I bought some wine and hopped a train. Seemed easier than just waiting around to die. Then a friend said he knew where some easy money was. We robbed a man and brother did we fly. But the posse caught up with me and drug me back to Muskogee. And it's 2 long years of waiting around to die. Oh, but now I'm out of prison, I got me a friend at last. He don't drink or steal or cheat or lie. Oh, his name's Codeine, he's the nicest thing I've seen. Well, together we're gonna wait around and die. Yeah, together we're gonna wait around and die.
So I would say that's another one where I like what he did with it.
I feel like Amigo put more emotion into it.
Very much so. And with part of that being, he actually put a little bit of sorrow into it and a little bit of anger into it as well. The only other artist I can think did a cover with more emotion would be Disturbed doing Sound of Silence, which is another great cover of a great song. It's just
Yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel did not have as much emotion in it as Disturbed did. Which is one that we never did on our previous iteration of Music Monday. Because
Well, I mean, you were trying to keep it to lesser known artists, and I'm pretty sure that both Simon and Garfunkel and friggin' Disturbed are well outside the realm of lesser known.
well, Disturbed's only been around since before we were both a thought, and I mean, same with Simon and Garfunkel. But that song was on the radio so much, I'm pretty sure everybody and their unborn children have heard it.
Yeah.
Still a great song, a little overplayed. So we've got about 20 minutes or so. Go ahead and pull up Pandora. I'm thinking, because I'm looking at his, here, I'll pop up Discord so you can see what I'm seeing. There we go. I'm thinking we play a song or two off of each one of his albums. Actual albums. EPs don't count. If they have one song, I don't think they really count. He's got, looks like 4. which off of Volume 1 here. The first song is actually one of the ones that I cover. So we'll go ahead and start with Hell and You.
All right, before we get into that, allow me a moment to refill.
Go ahead. I didn't realize my camera was askew.
All right.
Evidently, I'm going to have to fix my camera. It's a little askew. Do that.
It's just where we go rock hard.
Went to the bar to get a little closer to myself and learn things I never really wanted to know. The walk got a little far, so I got into a cab that smelled like vinegar, stains that showed what's in the girl before. But I want to be where all the stupid things I say sound so romantic and true. 'Cause I'd rot in hell with you if you just asked me to. I love the shitty things we do together. Live with me in this sin forever. Hell and you, I know you wanted to. I say you take the shot, see this chance, feel the fire, and let me have this dance with you. We take things a little far, but you couldn't name a place I wouldn't go with you. A plane, a train, a car I'd run. If I was dead, I'd float, I'd crawl in bed with you. Even on someone else's blood, on top of someone else's love. In the worst motel we find, 'cause home is the last place that I'd stand to be with anyone but you. 'Cause I'd rot in hell with you if you just asked me to. I love the shitty things we do together. Live with me in this sin forever. Hell and you, I know you wanted to. I say you take the shot, see this chance, feel the fire, and let me have this dance with you. I'd rot in hell with you if you just asked me to. I love the shitty things we do together. Live with me in this sin forever. Hell and you, I know you wanted to. I say you take the shot, see this chance, feel the fire, and let me have this dance with you.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I play busking, usually towards the end of the night. I've got a rule when I'm busking. I have to keep it clean until the last hour or so. Because usually by the time it gets that late, most of the kids are gone. This is another favorite of mine by him. What do we have on this one? So, This one also has Helen You on it. So Cocaine and Abel was actually the one that was requested to me. It's the whole reason I got into Amigo. Which, if I'm not mistaken, this was probably the first Amigo song that I showed to you. Yeah, phone's just making random noises.
Possibly.
Which this is another one of his good songs. And one that I've tried busking with, but it never gets any kind of response. And I don't know why. But, Cocaine and Abel.
Distance from the man that I am to the man I want to be. The time it takes to realize time is the distance I need. But I was born impatient, and I was born unkind. But I refuse to believe I have to be the same person I was born when I die. 'Cause change is alright. Change is alright. I'm not proud of all the choices I've made for a lot of my life. Following the shadow when I damn well know that behind me is the light. But I've lied to my mother. I made people feel like hell. But I refuse to believe I have to keep being cruel, 'cause I'm a coward myself. And time isn't patience. No, patience takes time. Excuses will only do good if you're waiting around to die. Everyone is born with self-worth. How easily it turns to doubt. It takes letting go of what we know we can't live without. But the blood in the water, it is the blood of my brother. We both learned it didn't mean a thing. In the end, if one was thicker than the other. And I've tried having faith, but I'll rot like a dove. 'Cause I've always been scared of loving someone just a little bit more than I'm loved. Losing is fine. Everything is fine.
So, one of the things that he tends to do, especially at the end of his songs, and he does it in this one too, is he'll go from singing immediately into speaking.
That is definitely, and it doesn't matter what it is. Covers, originals. Just it's definitely a trademark of his.
Yeah. And it's not necessarily speaking as I am now. It's almost a whisper. It's just almost that ashamed lower tone of voice. And it's fucking great. It really is. So,
And he knows when to do it and how to use that well.
he really does. So, Born Against, which would be his third album, has Murder at the Bingo Hall, which evidently that one's gotten stuck in your head. Although, we're going to go for number 7 here, Another Man's Grave. This one was released in 2021. So,
Okay.
during the pandemic, right at the end of it.
It's 1:45 and the bars are all closing. Nobody looks how they think. The guy in the corner with spit in his beard, wearing more than he drank of his drink. The dancers are shaking like ants, desperate to find a last-minute queen, while the rest of us are all headed home to try finding comfort in dreams. 'Cause this isn't life. I know that I chose it, but I can't stand waking up and nobody knows it. I'll never find the strength to change what I need. Is this who I'll always be? I open my eyes and the room is still spinning. I joke about buying a vow. The funniest part of this feeling is knowing the answer, but nothing comes out. So I'm shaking around like I'm hanging from something I know is about to break. Like I'm biting the gun, but the safety is on. I threw up the pills I ate. The notes are all scribbled in pencil without really knowing what I'm trying to write. Something like, goddamn the man who said everything's gonna be fine. But life is a lot like a sewer. We get out of it what we put in. And that's when doubt kicks in. Maybe I just don't have it inside me. Maybe there's too much I couldn't face. I just wanted someone to come down from heaven and explain this cold and fucked up place. But I'll just keep trying to hide it until there's nothing left to save. In the end, I know I'm gonna die, buried in another man's grave.
So, looking at the song list, and I see another one off this one that I'm wanting to play. I just recently learned the story on this one. Although I'm not entirely sure what that means. Gonna die buried in another man's grave.
He's either taking the fall for somebody else or falling in the same trap as somebody else.
I have a feeling
Right where someone else should be.
as a third, I'm almost thinking it could be that he's living this lifestyle, and nobody really knows his actual name. Kind of the thing about having a stage name. Everybody knows you by your stage name.
Yeah.
And it's also possible that we're just looking entirely too much into it.
That's also plausible.
So the story on this is he had a friend who came out actually this way, out to Colorado, and shortly afterwards ended up taking his own life. And that is at least part of what turned into this song. But that seems to be a rather common theme with a lot of Amigo the Devil songs. Murder folk. But it's another good song.
There was a kid who came home, red from panic and fear. Some kids at the school had beaten him way past tears. His mom cried, "Jesus Christ," as she cleaned the blood pouring out of his ears. But it was obvious that, quiet as a rat, God was nowhere near. There was a girl at the bar. She overdosed in a photo booth. Nobody found her body until last call. And the pictures all showed her terrified and alone, while everyone cried what a good friend she was. And everyone treats commandments like more of a bucket list. So I've been asking why I was born against. Time doesn't respect what doesn't respect it. And kind isn't a word I would use for man. If everyone's made in his image, and he couldn't perfect it, then what the hell makes anyone think we can? He had the faith of a dog, with the debt of a sinner, and a chain tied from his neck to around a tree. He taped a hospital bill to the dashboard, kissed the ring on his finger, and drove himself to eternity. And I've been trying to hide I was born against.
just gonna look directly into the camera here. I'm assuming you'd be watching this after the fact, but if you're just not feeling right in the head, please call somebody. Ain't no need to be taking your own life. So, like I said, another good song. And I would also say the mixing on that one was a lot better than Another Man's Grave, because at least from my end, it sounded to be a little off on the mixing.
I will agree.
So, this is another one where I can see two songs right off the bat to play. I'm Going to Heaven, which is another one that we both seem to enjoy because it's more amusing. And One Day at a Time. So we'll get started with this one. For the record, to you, Cole, they can't see my Pandora, but they're looking at us. So they can see that I'm drinking heavily.
I got time and I'm full of hate, loaded on ketamine and heartbreak. Nothing has been the same since you've been gone. And every night's a little bit longer, and every drink's a little bit stronger. My peace of mind ain't peaceful at all. By the time they got to the scene of the crime, my love was dead and the killer was crying. He put a pistol up to his temple and smiled. Oh, I was born to serve the Savior, to make sure Jephthah's promise is paid for. Now that my job here is done, I'm going to heaven, that's a fact. Oh, I'm going to heaven, and I won't come back. I'm gonna laugh and I'll praise my way to heaven, and then blood his brains. I went home and spent that night trying to grieve that love of mine. All I could think was how to get to that bastard. You see, blood and bones are easy to hurt, but that son of a bitch left both on earth. So I'll find a way, come hell or holy water. So I took some pills, went down to hell, brought some wine for the devil himself. He said that prick isn't here, he's up in the kingdom. So I made a deal, if I spent some time pouring bleach in a couple sinners' eyes, he'd send me on a bullet train to the Lord. And I can't wait to knock, knock, knock down heaven's door. 'Cause I'm going to heaven, no matter what they say. Oh, I'm going to heaven, and God won't get in my way. He can scream and he can pray, but I'm not leaving till the pearly gates are crimson. Well, like a bat out of hell, I shot up the stairs from a song that we won't mention, with a gift that my buddy Lucy gave me, a polished 1911. St. Petey was shaking and cried, "Excuse me, sir, you can't cut the line." I said, "Cute little bark, I guess all dogs do go to heaven." Then a laugh was shaking the gate from the other side. Yeah, the big man himself was standing there, approximately 4'5". He said, "Good to see you, son. Why'd you come to Kingdom Come?" I snapped, "Hey, Giggles, you know exactly what he's done." Knocking down heaven's door, knocking down heaven's door. Well, as a businessman, you should understand handling business. So just step aside or I'll fill these clouds with blood, I promise. I'm not here for you, so just move or I'm gonna make you. And you know a kingdom without the king is just dumb. And he said no. Okay. You see, son, you're just confused with a capital K. Yeah, your day will come, but right now this is all just a big mistake. They say much dreaming and many words are meaningless. So fear me. I said, what? He said, I don't know. Let's get you out of this hole. I'm not going to heaven as far as I can tell. I'm not going to heaven, and I was never in hell. 'Cause when I opened my eyes, that love of mine was laughing. She said, you're having one hell of a dream. Goddamn ketamine. Who put the mean in ketamine? I hate ketamine.
Just the Shyamalan, just the Shyamalan twist at the end. It never even happened. I do believe last time we listened to that one, you commended the fact that he made the drug trip finally hitting into music form.
Okay.
It really is a funny song.
The number of other songs he references in there too.
Yeah. I mean, there's that one that we won't mention.
That knocking on heaven's door.
Yep. I mean, would that be considered a reference? Because he outright said knocking on heaven's door. Or at least the backing band did. Speaking of which, if I'm not mistaken, the keyboardist for his backing band is actually his sister.
Oh,
Um,
interesting.
and we'll play one more off Pandora, and I'll pull up a live video of them at Red Rocks, which is a couple hours from me now. But not too terribly
also-
far. Which unfortunately I have not had the opportunity to go to Red Rocks, and it's on my list of things to do. So while I do that, I'm gonna play One Day at a Time. Another funny song.
Well, I'm burning down this mansion where I'm the only one living, 'cause nothing feels like home without you in it. And I'll bankrupt all my businesses till everything is gone, 'cause what's the point of money without you to spend it on? And they say to find the thing you love, let it kill you. That's what they say. And I've heard that good things come to those who wait. Well, I've waited so much time to find a reason I should die. When you walked into the room, it finally came. So I asked you to dance, although I can't. I tried impressing you with things I barely know. And I laughed at every stupid joke you made. When you asked me to come in, I pretended to say no. But everything that's holy turns to hell, and only heaven rings the final bell. Ding dong. So while you're floating in a cloud, I'm at Applebee's blacking out, falling apart. come to terms on someone's chest of all the things we'll never be. But nothing feels fun when it's just I, myself, and me. I crashed into the wall, and I don't need a car at all. 'Cause without you there's nowhere I wanna go. And I'd cover up the stars if I could reach them. But I'm too afraid of heights to even try. So when time is all that's left, 'cause I've destroyed all the rest, I'll throw away one day at a time. I've destroyed all the rest. I'll throw away one day at a time. I'll throw away one day at a time. Fuck.
Yeah, Amigo's got a very particular way of putting things, doesn't he? There's certainly a lot of very fragrant language in that. So, this is just a little portion of his show Red Rocks. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, there it is. July 13th of 2023. With Trampled by Turtles, which is another band that I happen to really like. And yes,
yep, there it is.
His sister is the keyboardist. So Liars Club Records is actually his label. He created it. Yeah, he's in Europe now. He'd be one of the ones I'd really like to go and see, because I'm sure his live shows are just a hoot. Pop that up and that. Alright. So we're going to catch the end of Cocaine and Abel and the next song, which is... The next song's what I'm really looking for.
Of loving someone just a little bit more than I am loved.
Your dog's anxiety finally goes
really?
away, and you can see it in their energy,
You gotta be
comfort, and
kidding
happiness
me.
every day.
I get this question a lot. People are
Losing is fine.
Yeah, you'd think he would know that egg wouldn't fit.
Right?
You know how expensive eggs are?
Everything is fine.
We'll talk about eggs in a second.
I have a very quick one. We have a quick one and then one more song, and then Trampled by Turtles are going to make us have a lot of fun, obviously, as most of you know. I do want to say thank you one more time to them for having us out. But I am curious, how many of you associate with this song? It's just a question. It's a short song. It's like a minute long. It's a questionnaire in a magazine. Take it that way. I think so. I'm in a corner all alone. No one wants to talk to me. I don't think I can take anymore. I'm just bumming out the room, asking should I text her, but they took my phone when I walked through the door. And everybody is screaming, oh, all I can think is exes. So baby, maybe just let me come home. 'Cause I'm crying, crying, crying at the orgy. No one knows what to do. I'm crying, crying, crying at the orgy. 'Cause everybody and everything reminds me of you. That's how you kill a minute. Okay, I got one more short one. I'm sorry. I love you guys because we're not doing, my mom is here. My mom's here tonight. That's really cool. Where's she at? She's somewhere. What if she left? Can you imagine if my mom left? Oh, there she is, jumping up and down. Yeah! I wrote this
Why
one
do
for
I
my
think that'd
mom.
be
Check
some
this
shit
out.
our mom would do?
I wrote this one for
Absolutely.
her, lockdown or timeout or whatever you want to call it. You ready? When the edibles hit and I blasted into space with stupid on my face, I called my mom to tell her she'd be proud from space. Then a long pause went by, that disappointed sigh. She asked me what the hell I was talking about. All I could say, I told you I'd be an astronaut someday.
See, famous people really are just like us. Fucking idiots.
One last song. We are Amigo the Devil from Nashville. I'm not from Nashville, but I moved there because they're from there. And that's another thing I'm mad at them for. Oh wait, I'm not allowed to say that at all. Nashville's gonna stab me now. This is our song to all of you for being here early, for being patient, for being kind, and for giving us the gift that you don't even fucking know you give us. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again next time.
Keep Austin weird.
This has been an absolute bucket list. This has been a dream. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for being a part of it. If you do know the words, please help us out. It would mean the world. If not, that's fine. I hope you enjoy Trample the Turtles like we all will. Went to the bar to get a little closer to myself and learn things I never really wanted to know. The walk got a little far, so I got into a cab that smelled like vinegar. Stains that showed what's in the girl before. But I want to be where all the stupid shit I say sounds so romantic and true. 'Cause I'd rot in hell with you if you just asked me to. I love the shitty things we do together. Live with me in this sin forever, hell and you. I know you wanted to. I say you take the shot, see this chance, feel the fire, and let me have this dance with you. This is surreal. We take things a little far. You couldn't name a place I wouldn't go with you. A plane, a train, a car I'd run. If I was dead, I'd float. I'd crawl in bed with you. Even on someone else's blood, on top of someone else's love. In the worst motel we find, 'cause home is the last place that I'd stand to be with anyone but you. 'Cause I'd rot in hell with you if you just asked me to. I love the shitty things we do together. Live with me in this scene forever. Hell and you, I know you wanted to. I say you take the shot. See this chance, feel the fire, and let me have this dance with you. Thank you so much. Hey, happy birthday, Connor from Tejon Street Corner Thieves, too. If you see him around, get him a beer. Hey, you guys want to join me for this one? Come on, real quick. Last one, all together. 'Cause I'd rot in hell with you if you just asked me to. I love the shitty things we do together. Live with me in this sin forever. Hell and you, I know you wanted to. I say you take the shot. See this chance, feel the fire, and let me have this dance with you.
I'm gonna say no.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Trent. Hope to see you next time. Good night.
Good.
It's supposed to be a fairly serious song, and he just cracks up laughing as soon as he gets to the.
Yeah. So, yes, I'm sure. Opera always second guessing me. So, I do believe that's all the time that we have for today. It's been about an hour and a half.
Yeah, well.
So, I got the email from YouTube that they didn't like the fact that we were streaming somebody else's music. It's okay. They can fucking deal with it. It's not like anybody was watching on YouTube anyway. So what are we going to do next week, Cole? Aside from drinking heavily.
MBD?
Say that again?
My brightest diamond.
We could do that. They're on my list here. I also got Bridge City Sinners. Aloe Black. We could also let you talk for an hour on time signatures. Probably bring in a couple of examples, I'm sure. A little bit of Tool and a little bit of Primus.
The Mars Volta.
That's another one. Yeah. You want to do My Brightest Diamond next?
Yeah, sure. That's.
Yeah, we can do that.
I mean, there's even material there that I don't know. I've only got the first two albums. So.
Pull up Pandora real quick. Just check out, see what's on Pandora. View albums. I don't like how Pandora sets this up. Because you click on albums and it shows a bunch of like 1 song, 2 song, bunch of remixes. Yeah, there's a few albums on there. All the way from 2006 to, looks like, a single that was released 2023. Yeah, we could do that. Only 209 monthly listeners. Hopefully we can get a little bit more added to that. So, if you're on YouTube, disregard this next bit. If you're on Twitch, tomorrow I should be resuming Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I have no idea where I'm at in that one. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done that. At some point, we'll be adding this to TikTok as well, until TikTok gets banned again. Because that's the world we live in. This episode would have been on TikTok, but evidently they have to approve you to go live on TikTok. Whereas YouTube and Twitch say, sure, why not? I'm sure next time on YouTube we'll get hit with copyright again. In which case, y'all are on the wrong platform. Hop on over to Twitch. Because Twitch doesn't give a fuck. And for Music Monday, we will see you next